Joining me now is Bill Wells, mayor of El Cajon, California. Mayor Wells, good morning.
Good morning.
Your town is about 45 minutes away from the border. Have you publicly stated you will assist President Trump's immigration plan and cooperate with ICE? But how do you do that and comply under California sanctuary laws?
Well, that's the big problem, right? We're kind of caught in a squeeze play between California and the federal government. The federal government says rightly that you need to follow our laws. And the state of California says, no, if you follow the federal government's laws, then you'll be persecuted or prosecuted. And so we're in the middle. But, you know, the way I look at it is that the California is not supreme over the federal government. The Supremacy Clause says that the laws of the federal government supersede the laws of California. But, unfortunately, I think it's going to have to end up in the courts, or the Trump administration is going to have to use financial pressure to make California comply.
And Mayor Wells, you put forth a resolution to protect your city from the state's sanctuary laws. If failed, where does that leave you and your city right now?
Well, I think the only thing it does is makes the city less safe. You know, my proposal, which was met with cries of Nazism and racism, was really just saying that if our police officers arrested somebody, say like a Venezuelan gang member, and we knew that they were not citizens of the country, rather than put them into a system where let them out of the street in a couple hours, we could let ICE know they could take them and deport that person. I thought that was a good idea. You know, I don't know why people want to protect criminals, but the outrage amongst activists, and frankly, our council chamber was filled with paid activists. And I think it just made some of our council members uneasy and so unable to get it passed.
Yeah, Mr. Wells, tell me, what do your constituents have to say about Mr. Trump's policies, particularly those who are advocating for an end to the program? What are they saying? How are they justifying wanting to not arrest those who are illegally there?
You know, they're creating a straw man. They're saying that our police will be now running into people's houses and grabbing people from the breakfast table or in the churches and grabbing them out of the pews and deporting them and separating families. And some people even went as far to say is murdering them and creating concentration camps. And the rhetoric just kept going on and on. You know, what's interesting is my council members were saying, well, we have to listen to what these people say. They represent our community. I said, if you want to know who represents the community, 57% of the people in my town voted for President Trump, and they knew exactly what they were getting into with immigration with him. He was not ambiguous about it in any way. So I think we made a mistake last night, but we'll keep pushing forward and trying to keep people safe.
And again, regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum, Mr. Trump made a promise that he would immediately start these deportation efforts, and he has definitely put his money where his mouth is there. Bill Wells, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.